So. Hello, my beautiful chaos-loving friends. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Chic. I am just stopping in with another quick note or two. I have edited the household and uploaded it to the gallery by request. I forgot to show the remodel of the house before I started recording this video, so I'm going to quickly insert a little walkthrough of the renovation at the very beginning of this episode. I do eventually get into talking about the historical context around our challenge and our approach to it about midway through this video. I have been very much enjoying all of the comments, and there have been several that reference mobile users. I am going to be working on ensuring that my videos are mobile friendly and that I am narrating more the pop-ups and things as we play along. That is something that I had completely overlooked. Lastly, I have great news that we hopefully have a house now. We have the inspections tomorrow morning, and that is just a note that I'm going to be a little bit busy. I'm going to try to stick with my twice a week uploads. I am just squeezing this one in just in time. Once we are settled, I will gladly go back to live streaming, and I will have a poll for everybody figuring out exactly what we would like to live stream, what challenge we would like to do next. So keep an eye on that. And once again, thank you all for being here. And if you have not already, please subscribe to the channel and join us on our chaotic journey. Let's get into it. This is a picturesque scene. Just going to do a quick little walk through of the renovation. So when you come in, you just have a little seating area here that the cat has completely destroyed. You have the bathroom to the right. You have the fireplace that the cat is obsessed with here. You have a little eating area here. And then we have the kitchen separated off now. So it is now its own little room with a nice big stove, a more appropriate sink, which is just like a bucket, and a little fridge for space saving purposes. I did change that. Everything else is the same except for upstairs. I did finish the rounded tower portion, and Folk just kind of has a little separate area to go to the bathroom now. I am not going to show that because I don't want to spoil anything, and there are Sims around that could spoil it because I'm recording this after. I am very sad to report that Grim did come from Mudana while I was playing off camera. Mudana was a beloved member of our founding family and will never be forgotten. Rest in peace, Mudana. All right, you all, welcome back to another episode of our Decades Challenge. I was not going to really start recording quite yet, but this popped up. So I just took Miss Thora to meet some people around the town, and Sullivan Wainwright is somebody that is probably a little too wealthy for us for paying her dowry. I'm not really sure that we can swing that, but Thora immediately got a crush on him, and this. So he came over and asked her to be his girlfriend. You know, at this time, it would be more like a betrothal than like asking somebody to be your girlfriend. Like, but I think I'm just going to say, of course, and we will just have to see what happens. The Wainwrights, the story that I wrote for them is, you know, during this time, a lot of people's last names were based on like their occupations, or sometimes like physical traits that they had would inspire their surnames. So the Wainwrights were actually already in Hinford on Bagley. They were the Watsons. I just changed their name to be more interesting for the time. Whoa, she does not look happy. A Wainwright is like somebody who makes wagons. Beginning of the word refers to like the wheeled vehicle, like the wagon. And then right is a suffix that refers to like somebody who makes or builds things. So the Wainwrights are a well-established family in our fictional Hinford on Bagley world. Like, wealthy, but not like nobles or anything like that. But they do have a little bit of money. I don't know that I would call them nobles though. I haven't really figured that part out. Middle class is the distinction I would probably use. And based on the challenge rules, the dowry is $500 to marry poor, $5,000 to marry middle class, or $10,000 to marry rich. I would consider them middle class. Can we afford a $5,000 dowry? Let's not get too excited though, because we might not even survive the Great Famine and be able to get to that point. So there's a chance that A, our Sims could pass away and die of starvation during the famine, and B, their prospective matches could die during the famine. Delightfully deceptive. Maire likes deception. Interesting. We have Maire, Sawyer, and Runar who are going to be aging up. So, yeah, we have a lot happening. So we're just waking up here this morning for them to have 2 like ovens. Oh my gosh, I started this. She got me so distracted. I completely forgot I remodeled the house. Right now, my office is in the middle of my house. We are doing some renovating in our current house. And I think I'm going to pause live streaming until I have an office again, which is probably going to be whenever I get a new house. So I was doing a bunch of stuff earlier with the realtor, and I just got a chance to get into the game. So it's very late, and I'm going to be messing up. If you've been here for any time at all, you know, you know, I will mess up. I will forget a lot of things. It was actually like several days since I remodeled. So yeah, with that in combination with Thora surprising me with this boyfriend, I completely forgot. Awkward. He loves his cats. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think I'm gonna try to get a candle making station, but right now I think it's like 400 and some simoleons. So yeah. Pull it out. Pull it out. Just sell all of these? That feels like cheating. I'll sell the cheaper ones. Because everybody has them. Oh, I can't see his because he's... I mean, you can sell fertilizer. It's a thing. Especially if it's like animal manure. I've always given my horse manure away, but you know, it is technically a commodity. This lump of clay, they're all like totally obsessed with it. Okay, so we're gonna have him do some upgrading. So we've already upgraded the sturdy faucets on there. I'm just doing the things that make things break less often and not any of the other fun little features. Oh, he did finish both projects? Okay, somebody's got to get that litter box. Alright, we might be able to do this. I think I'm going to go grind a little bit and come back with Runar's birthday first. And Maire's at the same time. So we will come back like on Friday, probably. We are now in Friday of 13/13. And tomorrow we have Runar's birthday. We have a folk turning into a teen and somebody dying. What even is this? Why is there a children's toy? I didn't know there was a playground over here. Well, sucks to be you, Lily. Lily Fang. Oh, poor Folk's gonna be miserable his whole life. Grim, are you coming? Alright, cool. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be like a whole thing with him. He actually got promoted to horse groomer. So he has to get confident, and his performance is low right now because he just got promoted. The cat, I swear, does not eat unless I tell it to. It's so weird. I don't know exactly if the mod recognizes things as lactose or not. I mean, it seems to recognize the cheese as lactose, so I guess we'll see. What do we have now? Why does that one look so different? Like, these are the ones he normally makes. Is it because it's poor quality? Well, we're halfway there almost. You done? I know, it's the worst. I'm sorry. Hey, 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 get back here. Volk made his first craft. He's not very good at it. He gets 10 simoleons for that. We gotta watch that they don't freeze. Sawyer is pretty cute with his little ponytail.
Oh, Glooby's a ree!
I believe he's only 1 day behind. We have Runar and Maire tomorrow.
Oh.
Bunkaro, Shusha Yemph, Baringo! Ah!
I probably should go in to create a sim and make sure everybody actually has a cold weather outfit, because at one time I didn't have any period accurate cold weather clothing for some age stages. I think I ended up adding some, but I can't remember now. Maybe we'll just sell the beeswax instead of spending the 400 or 500 simoleons on a candle making thing. We're slowly racking. Whoa, we're really racking it up. Let me know down in the comments. Do you think I should not like allow myself to sell those flowers? So here's my thinking. I'm mostly only selling flowers. I'm not selling produce. Oh, our boyfriend's here wearing an earring. Oh, she's very, very flirty. She's very flirty. Go have a deep conversation with them. I don't know what she was going to do. I'm just going to pretend that she wasn't going to do something. Dude, it's too early to be sleeping. I have to reset you, huh? Okay, now go pee. Little man. Little man, so cute. Look at him go. Look at him go. I don't know. I have been having them do woohoo. Risky woohoo is set right now very low, and Harmony has not gotten pregnant again. It might not be meant to be, but I just do it whenever their fun's low. What a good bean doing that without me asking. Dad, you got plenty of energy, my man. Let's get rolling. We have dowries to pay for. She really digs this boy. Talk about marriage.
Tashimo, have a breath. Ew, this Yankee. Oh, Chima!
Ispa with Daba. Kumasul.
I feel like maybe Sullivan is like one of those edgier kinds of people at this time. I mean, he's wearing earrings. I apparently neglected to change that. It's 10 p.m. and everyone's going to bed, so you don't have a chaperone, so you better send him home. He's like, girl, I walked all the way through the woods for you tonight, and you're gonna send me home. Look at his nose. Oh my goodness. He's thinking about woohoo. Oh my gosh. Are you gonna blow her another one? All right, it is the morning of Saturday, the last day of 1313 now. And Thora is making some breakfast. We're gonna start eating some mashed potatoes and spinach salad from our fall crops. Runar's birthday is today. Maire's birthday is today. And we are going to be doing Sawyer tomorrow. I might do him like late at the end of the day today or something. We'll see. But we're going to have a lot of birthdays. So that is exciting. The cat is scratching. Please go yell at your cat. Although scratched furniture goes with the vibe. Go make a sponge cake for us. Everybody, go sit down and get out of the kitchen. Well, y'all, it might be our last toddler aging up. And he is in the toilet. You know, like, I know Harmony wants another child, but the house has to be handed off to Folk soon. Hopefully we have enough Sims that we'll be able to make it out of the famine. But time will tell, I guess. There's still time if Runar lives. He has like 10 more years at least, with really low fertility though. Yeah. It is winter. We're having our first snow. All right, so let's get some Sims aged up, shall we? I think the most important one is probably Mr. Runar himself. So we are at the very tail end of 1313. Today is the last day. I'm not sure that I fully understand the rules as they were set. So with my revised rules, he would be 32 right now. Or my revised aging system. He would be 32, get 8 more years. Let's do just 10. I'm going to revise this right now. Let's do 10 years to make that an even 42 years old. And then we're going to roll for how many years he's going to have left. I guess anything smaller than 9, he dies. That's like a very extreme roll, I feel like. I don't know. This girl is going to be something else. Let it all out. Maire actually enjoyed hearing Thora vent all of her frustrations just now. Complaining can be healing. Could it be that Maire likes complaints? Wasn't it her who liked deception too? See, this is what I like. She's gaining a personality. Folk, on the other hand, has not really gained much of a personality at all. Unless I missed something, he doesn't really like anything right now. Did you make the cake? What happened to the cake? I am so confused. In this episode, we spend 8 years trying to find what she did with the cake. Harmony, where is the stinking cake? You guys, I feel so silly right now. I literally looked everywhere for this cake. Every shelf, on top of the fridge, in the fridge, in everybody's inventory. It's not showing up in the oven. Okay, we're gonna make a honey cake. I cannot believe this. Folk, I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna have you take the day off. This is a big day. I'm gonna watch her like a hawk this time. I don't really understand the aging that the challenge has for a doll. It's like a 50% chance that he's going to die. I wasn't watching her. I was looking at the rolls. Oh my gosh. Thora, let's have you do this. I don't trust her right now. I keep getting distracted. I need to watch you make this cake. It's going to be 10 p.m. before we have a birthday. That is such a mystery. What a waste of ingredients. Okay, why do I feel like this is taking way too long for her to get this out of the oven? Okay, where are you gonna put it? Alright, this one is visible. Add birthday candles to it. I don't know. I have to think for a moment how I want to do this. To be completely honest with you, because I'm not sure. Alright, let's do Maire, and then we're gonna have a little discussion. Oh my. Of course, there's a curtain in the way of me getting a cute little screenshot of her. Oh, she looks... I don't know. She's gonna be an interesting little girl, because she's been gaining a lot of personality here. Alright, so for her teen, she just has to not roll a 7. We're gonna skip prom. We're not even in school. We are a preteen. So the way that I have it set up now, just to clarify, I do not have a roll for preteen, but I am rolling when they turn into a preteen. I'm rolling for their teen. That way I don't have to keep track of it a second time. Childish. Childish animal lover. We'll give her the animal aspiration, I guess. Where'd you go? Hi. Aww. She looks like her mom. She's the first one that kind of looks like mom. Her hair's like lighter, so we'll have to remember that. It looks a little bit lighter now. Aww, she's got her mom's lips for sure. Alright, let me get my dice pulled up, which, predictably, I do not have ready. Who is shocked by that? Okay, who's ready? I don't know if I am. She cannot roll a 7. Oh, girl. That was a close one. Okay. For now, I'm going to hide that. I have to figure out how I'm doing Runar. Right now, for the adult roll, I believe the rules are if they roll anything less than a 9, they die. So they don't age up for that 10 years. And then you're supposed to give them 10 years, and then you're supposed to roll the d20 for how many years they end up having left. So let me explain my thinking on this. So when we are talking about an average life expectancy, we are talking about a low average life expectancy during this time because so many people died early. So if you have this is going to be like a major exaggeration just to illustrate my point. But let's say you have infants dying, 50% of them die, okay? If 50% of infants die, then that's going to drag down the life expectancy because 50% of people born don't even live past infancy or being born. That drags the average life expectancy down. Therefore, the way this challenge is set up is actually too harsh. Now, if we were not doing any of the death rolls early on, then you could say, okay, everyone's going to die at 30 years old. That, but we are doing all of those death rolls. So our average life expectancy, if we do everything as the rules suggest, that would actually make our average life expectancy way lower than it was during this time. I hope that I'm explaining that in a way that makes sense because my brain is not functioning well today. When is it ever? Let's be real. But today it's particularly bad. I'm trying to figure out for this adult end of life how I am going to balance that out. And I think what I might do in the future is add years to that 10 years that they give you. And then if they live past that point, it would be like, for my aging system, like 32 to 52, if they survive that roll. Then you have your adult end of life. So I'm thinking that that is what I'm going to end up doing. So if Runar survives this roll, he will live to 52. And then after that, we will roll like a d10 to find out how many years he's going to live beyond that. Or maybe a d20. So 20 would be 70s. 20 extra years after that would be this like in like 72. So it's not that nobody got old during this time. It's just that there were so many people dying young that it drove down the stats for average life expectancy. So I hope nobody has any objections. As I said before, I'm doing this as I go, and Runar's my first sim to age up to an adult. So I'm figuring this out as I go. I was going to just do everything the challenge suggested up to the adult end of life roll, and then I was going to roll a d20 instead of a d10, like the challenge wants you to do. But now that I'm experiencing this, because any number less than 9 is a death, I think they should have at least 20 years in that age group if they live. So we need to find out if Runar's going to survive this roll. Let's try to get a good view of him for me to... Oh, he's so handsome. Okay. Any number below 9 is death for Mr. Runar. Are we ready for this? Oops. Aw, he's gonna live. Yay! Okay. Runar gets to stay with us a little bit longer. That is exciting. Oh my goodness. My heart's pounding very, very fast right now. The biggest thing at this point is going to be Folk aging into a young adult, because if he rolls a 2, 6, 11, 13, or 14, he dies. That is the most extreme rolls besides babies. If Folk dies, I swear to you, we are going to have to try to get him to have a baby before that. Actually, today, now that I'm looking at the spreadsheet, today's the day that Folk ages up into a regular teen, which is 14 years old. Now, at this time, males, they would marry around this age sometimes. I, however, don't think I'm going to get him married immediately. For one thing, we have too many Sims in the house right now for his wife to move in. Oh, we have to do one more roll before I take this off the screen. We have to roll to see if Maire is going to get married or if she is and how many kids she's going to end up having. 1 to 3, they never marry. Whether or not she's going to get married. 1 to 3 is no marriage. So she is going to get married. And then how many children or how many pregnancies? I have not decided how I'm going to do this. I feel like if I do it with the way the rules are, I'm upping the fertility because I cannot be visiting the side households 24/7 to try to get them pregnant. And right now, the way I have fertility set, like Harmony is not getting pregnant. Doing just risky woohoo. It's only like a little bit lower than my try for a baby right now, and she's not getting pregnant. So I don't know. Let's just throw that out there. I don't know how I'm going to do this yet. You got to bear with me. I'm only going to be able to manage so much. And I can't be going over to the side households constantly. Not with the way we're doing the gameplay, if that makes sense. There's definitely no way. So let's see. How many children? We need a D12. How many children? 4. They both have 4. Both girls are going to have 4. Let's put some candles back on here. It is now 7:14. I think I'm just going to age up Sawyer now. I'm just going to do it while we have the cake. Sawyer aged up. What is he gonna get? Oh. Okay, we'll do mental for that. That sounds like it'll go good together. Oh my gosh, he's so cute! Sawyer, are you kidding me? Look at your hair! Oh, what a cutie! Y'all, I almost forgot to roll for Sawyer. I'm glad you all keep holding me accountable because I swear to you, I have so much on my mind. It's crazy. He is a child, so 9 and 19. Oh, no, wrong dice. Okay, ready? All right, he's fine. Now, real fast, I'm also going to roll for how many years Runar is going to have. Let's see, how many years beyond 52 is Runar going to live? 4. So Runar's going to live to be 56 years old. Right, team, here's our beautiful babe. Looks so much like her mother. Oh my goodness. She is gorgeous. Looks so much different from her older brother and sister. They took more after dad. Yeah, she definitely took after mom. So there she is. And then I am so bummed that I did not have the little ponytail. This is like the closest thing between what he aged up with and the little ponytail he had as a baby. I don't know. I get like maybe going to be a knight one day kind of vibes from him. So yeah, he's got the coolest hairstyle in the house. He's super cute, but I really need to download skins for boys. I cannot believe they all survived their teen roles, which means all of them should be able to at least start trying to have babies. Folks sick from eating dairy. Oh, that cake has dairy in it? Folk. Honey, go potty. Are you gonna go blow up the toilet? Are you going to destroy it? I hope that's not coming out like that. We have still had some very good rolls and some very good luck. It can't last, you know, it's just one of those things. There's no way. So, if you have seen my previous videos, probably not going to be on this one, but whenever I do my little short clips where I'm updating everybody and saying hello, you may have noticed that I have like posters in the background of some of my favorite artists, one of which is Aerosmith. Been my favorite band since I was very small, since I was 3 years old. I was saying I was going to marry Steven Tyler. If anybody wants to share in the comments, if you're going to the Aerosmith farewell tour this year, let me know in the comments, because I am going and I'm very excited about it, and they are like top tier for me and have been for virtually my whole life. So all right, so we're gonna get up and go to church, or we're gonna go worship the Watcher. I did put a church in the town, and I put an orphanage in Windenburg because we're out of space in our town right now. Windenburg, I think, is going to be an extension of our town. And we're just going to pretend it's the same neighborhood. Because when the girls move out and stuff, I don't know how this is all going to work out with lots. But anyway, I put an orphanage in Windenburg for any babies that end up orphaned. God forbid. And we have a church, but it doesn't really do anything right now. This comes with the Ye Olde Cookbook mod. You can go foraging in the forest. You can go get salt water to preserve your meats. You can go to the village and see the doctor and go to events. Go to a book fair. Play games. But we're going to go worship the Watcher once everybody is in somewhat functional shape. You look just like her. You could be her twin. I think most everybody is good, so we're gonna go worship the Watcher on our Sunday morning. Watch them all come out of the house. Wow, we are enthusiastic about worshiping the Watcher. Run, Daddy-o. Hinford-on-Bagley is a fictional place, right? But it is within a world that adheres to the norms of the 1300s. But we're not focusing too much like on the specifics of where the squires themselves are located. It's safe to say it's like something like England. You know, it would be like England. And our world, our location, our rulers, all of that are fictional. It would be too complicated to try to follow all of that. So we're like creating this fictional world within the 1300s. But we are looking at it through the lens of like feudal England. So under feudalism, peasants or the serfs, like these guys. So Sawyer and Harmony are going to have a difficult family dynamic. I'm just selecting yes on all of those. So peasants and serfs, like this family here, they were given the opportunity to live on the land of their lord, who owns that land, in exchange for working the land, growing crops, and sharing the bounty with the lord. The lords, the nobility, they were given that land in exchange for services to the king. We don't really have a king right now, but we do have, I believe I have a baron. I don't remember his name now, but I put him in the world. So like an upper class family that is nobility. They were gifted the land in exchange for services to the king, and then they administered those estates. So feudalism was built upon like this relationship of obligation and mutual service between the people living on the land and the lords. It was difficult, if not like wholly impossible, for peasants to move up and become landed people, at least under this feudalist system, right? So the plague would actually change that, because the number of deaths during the plague meant that the peasants now had power they did not have before, like at all. They could start making some demands. The landowners had to compete with other lords to attract those people to work the land. They had to offer enough incentives for the peasants to work their land instead of somebody else's. So that's when things started to change. So right now, our people are living under this feudalist type of system. And we can assume they don't really own this land that they're currently living on. Our goal is to kind of work up into the world and not be so beholden to other people as a family. The Squire family, everybody's goal, I mean, and it's difficult to do. It's not an easy thing for them to do. Another note about the plague. there was very little understanding of biology, and the plague was like thought to be like divine punishment. So God like punishing people for their sins. So speaking of religion, we can assume they're practicing Christianity. We can call it whatever we want in our fictional world, but it's based on something like Christianity because that was the dominant religion in England at the time. We have these guys slowly discovering religion as they get older, but they're basically illiterate, and a lot of them don't even understand the Bible when it's read to them. Like, that was a fact at this time. Even if they could read it or have it read to them, they didn't always understand it. And books were like a sign of being wealthy and having prestige because the printing press was not invented until over 100 years later. I think it was 1440. Yes, they're practicing a religion. Yes, they're living under something kind of like feudalism that would have been in Europe at the time. But it is a fictional world. We can kind of mold it however we want within the basic parameters of what life was like then. Let's take Folk. Let's see how he's doing. He's good. It's 1:36 p.m. Good time to take a walk in the woods. Weather is nice. Let's go see Our Lady, shall we? And then we will take Maire to meet the one boy that I know exists in the town currently. My fear with having them all meet people that currently exist in the town, let's take her to the park, is that they're going to die during the famine. It's going to take me a long time to roll for everybody in the town. But I guess we have to, so let's take Lassie to the park. Why is she so mad? What did he do to her? Oh my gosh, there's no such thing as prom. Lassie, quit being mean to him. Maybe today is not the day, y'all. Let's see if she does what we talk about marriage. Thora's dowry. If she gets to marry who she wants, that dowry would be super expensive. So Maire? Aw. Maire might be... Oh, he still has the preteen. Shoot, I didn't take it off. Maire might be forced to just marry who we can afford, a poor person. But I think the one boy that exists is a string fellow, I think. I can say this is not going great. They need friendship. Where'd she go? She stinking disappeared. Where is she? Where is your date? Is she gonna be invisible? No, there she is. Okay. This is uncouth. I don't know if she has a swimsuit. I should have just checked that. Okay, that's fine. That works. But we can't do anything until you guys get to know each other better as people and not just romantic partners.
Kangaroo.
Aw, he finally has a crush on her, y'all. He has a major crush on her, it said. Oh my god. It's so easy to get them to flirt. It's so hard. Like, they can finally have a deep conversation. Alright, we're gonna have to flirt with her more later. Or get to know her more later. This date was bad, too. Okay. Best friends. Can we... Oh, we could do it now. Alright, we will let him go to work. Okay, so I think based on this house, we can assume they are poor. I was thinking they were more middle class. I don't know how much money they actually have, but they have a teeny tiny house. So we're going to say they are poor and that her dad's pretty much saying this is the boy in town that is available for you to marry. And that's who we would like you to marry. The Stringfellows are a long-standing family that, although they are well known, have never broken free from serfdom. The secrets of their bow trade has been passed down from generation to generation. The Stringfellows are known for their high-quality crafted bows, bows that even the king holds in high esteem. So the Stringfellow name comes from the fact that they have been making bows for generations and generations. Randall Stringfellow. He's a cutie. But I have no idea if they will even get along.
Rogaba.
Sula Sula.
Oh, that did not sound very enthusiastic. She's like, so I hear that our families have kind of made a match for us. He's like, oh, all they do is just tell me what I'm going to do with my life. And she's like, oh my gosh, I know, it's so terrible. She's learned that he loves the outdoors. He's loyal. That's good. She's gonna enthuse about some of her interests. Oh no! Dude, no! Why do they do this? If you die, I'm gonna bring you back to life. His hair's totally different. Oops. I'm just kind of doing what she wants to do. Spread rumors about woohoo. Why do I feel like that is something she would do? She has a major crush on him. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yay. Okay, I think we're good here. This is okay for her. She has a crush on him. You know, she might have been a little bit like, you know, I don't know. I don't know about this, but can you get in there because it won't let me click on the door. Okay. It is Monday. Wow. Including Monday, because it's 2:34 a.m. We have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then we have the Great Famine. Whew, okay, we're gonna go get folk engaged today. Hopefully she's in a better mood and we can get them. Yeah, we have people in mind for Thora and Maire if everybody stays alive long enough to marry. Folk, are you ready to try to go get married now? Or get yourself a wife at least? Why don't we just have her come here today? He's so into it.
Does 7
Sir, get blue. With me.
The Sims mysteries. Why would they go into the bathroom to chat? We need to take her somewhere pretty, but this is like horrible weather. Okay, why don't you come over here? It is what it is. We were going to propose by the waterfall, but there ain't no way they're going to listen to me enough to do that. We have no clue that we are about to possibly die in the Great Famine, but... It is pretty fitting that it's going to be brutal, cold, and awful when they're going through the Great Famine. Look at how he's looking at her. Oh my gosh. Just look at his face. Oh. She is a beaut.
Oh.
We've done it. Okay. We are engaged. All right. I think I'm going to end this one here. And we're going to pick up with the Great Famine in 1315. I will catch you all during the next one. Thank you so much. I am absolutely blown away by the love that you have shown this series. I know I started it with absolutely no plan. I'm trying to get better and better, but I'm still working on that. So it is a learn as you go process. I've never really done this before. So I appreciate all of you being here with me, learning, growing, having fun with me. I'm glad that you're loving all of these Sims so much. If Folk lives, I will be so happy. I feel like I've invested a lot into him, and now Lassie is a whole thing. But if he doesn't, hopefully one of the other boys will, and we will see what happens during the Great Famine during the next episode. Thank you again so much. I appreciate all of you more than I can express. And come on back here in a few days for the Great Famine. I mean, it's going to be even more chaotic and crazy. All right, that does it for me for now. Thank you all so much.